Hey guys, Day here. So first of all, I want to apologize for the poor quality of the video. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm using a potato mic, and my English isn't the best either, so I really hope you'll understand me and what I'm trying to explain here. I just felt like I needed to do this video to show you how stupid Legion PvP is right now, and it's not only because of damage numbers not being tweaked, this will get fixed eventually, but mainly because of melee's mobility being way too strong and just overtuned. Especially since healers and casters need to cast way more right now. It feels like they removed almost every instant spell in the game and gave casters no mobility and nothing to negotiate the damage of melees, so it's just really frustrating to play against. And I just created the monk here to show you guys an example. There are specs with even more mobility, but there are also specs like red pellies or enhancement shamans with almost nothing, no mobility. And I just thought this would be a good example. And monks are supposed to be a mobile class, I guess, which is fine. And we all know these four spells. I kind of count this as a gap closer as well. Maybe I shouldn't, but it's really good against locks and mages. So yeah. And these three spells, let's say these three spells are already more than you need to have 100% uptime on any caster or healer. You won't even need all three of them to have uptime on the enemy healer. But what really makes this OP are honor talents, and this is by far the most broken thing, which I will get into. I will just show you the other stuff. So Yulon's gift, using Roll Fly and Serpent Kick will dispel all snares affecting you when used. So this basically means you are immune to slows. Whenever a Frostmite, for example, gets off a Frostbolt, the slow effect is just gone. And this is really freaking strong in combination with your other gap closers. So yeah. And on top of that, they added Double Dragon. Fly and Serpent Kick now as an additional charge. So I can't show you right now because I'm not in a PvP environment, but you can basically just gap close around 100 yards by only pressing Fire Serpent Kick 2 times in a row. And this is already pretty stupid. Now on top of that, you have Double Roll plus Tiger's Lust, which also clears roots and gives you a 70% movement speed buff. So you can basically just get close around 150, 160, maybe even more yards, and it just feels stupid. The main problem though, and this is beyond broken, is rushing Tiger Palm. Tiger Palm now has a 10-yard range and reduces the target's movement speed by 25% for 2 seconds. When used, you instantly dash to the target. So this is basically gap closer without any cooldown. And even if you wouldn't have these 3 spells, or maybe let's say if they remove 2 of these 3 spells, you don't even need them because you will just spam Tiger Bomb and you will reach your target. And what is so frustrating about it is that there's absolutely no counterplay against it. Like, I'm fine with mobile classes, but there needs to be some sort of counterplay. And this is not the case in Legion anymore. What it also does is if you're against a druid or a mage and they blink, you just spam rushing Tiger
It's
Palm
too
before
far
they do it,
away.
and it will just dash in the full direction to the location where they blinked, instead of 10 yards. So let's say the druid blinks forward 40 yards, you press Tiger Palm, and it would just dash for 40 yards instead of 10. So this is really stupid, and like I said before, yeah, there's no counterplay against it, and this is what it makes so frustrating, because no matter how good you are at your class, you won't be able to get rid of a melee, or a monk in this case. So yeah, what will happening is there will be melee cleaves only, and they will just train your healer, because healers are immobile as well. And this is not good for the game, because there's no class variety whatsoever, and there's a pretty good thread about it actually from Nash. He's a rank 1 rogue on the beta PvP forums, and he addresses the problem, and I really appreciate it because he plays a rogue, and yeah, rogues are broken right now, and he knows it, and he knows that it's not good for the game. And even though it might be fun for some people to play the classes, it just doesn't feel rewarding at all. Like back in the day when you had to actually do stuff to reach your target as a melee and being able to do damage, once you've reached them, this is not the case anymore. You have 100% uptime always. And melees are just so disruptive for casters, and there's nothing that can stop them really, especially if they have a paladin, for example, with Hand of Freedom or stuff like this. Yeah, you can spell steal it or purge it or whatever, but still, it's just not good. And I really want people to raise their voice. I hope the quality wasn't too bad. I can't post on the US WoW forums because I only have an EU account, so yeah, I'll just post it here. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.